Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. So today we'll be exploring something beautiful, which is colors. I said colors, which is shapes, how to create shapes, basic shapes in Figma. The understanding of shapes would help you to, you know, the understanding of shapes will actually help you in design with manipulation. It helps a lot with like manipulation. With shapes, you can do many things in Figma. So don't leave the knowledge out. You have to know how to create shapes and even how to manipulate it. So the tab is loading. The tab is loading. Okay, so while we do that, I think I'm just gonna these files. And that is opening faster than the other. Both of them are just circling and circling. Okay, this is opened. Okay, so we have a section here. Just a little recap. To create sections, all you have to do is to come to this place. Yeah, this icon here. This icon actually means frame. But when you click on this drop down, even though the drop down is actually up, but yeah, drop down, and then you click on section, and to bring out this cursor, so you can actually like left click and then drag your mouse, then you have something like this. And you can actually change the color by going here, this your properties panel, and then change it by selecting this color. I don't like to work with pure white because there's a way my eye I just don't like to work with pure white, pure black, pure colors in general. So I like to do something like this. If you see this one here, too, yeah. So we're going to do shapes. Okay, so this square icon here is for shapes. So these are the kind of shapes, yeah, to create different kind of shapes. So first we're going to do the rectangle. Although when this your cursor pops up, you can like just tap on it and then it will actually bring out a square, because a square has equal width and height as seen in our properties panel. But when you bring this out, if what you want to use is a rectangle, you can either do this. Let me duplicate so that I can show you how to scale, or yeah. So you can do this, like drag one of the touch points, yeah, or the hot points. Oh, what are these things called again? So you can either do that or come here and then tweak it and maybe say you want width of 500, so it would immediately give you what you asked for. You can do this. Yeah, okay, so this is still a square, right? But these are rectangles. So to scale a square, you come to this place that has this move icon and then click on scale. Then you drag any of the touch points. What you notice is that the width and height doesn't change. Yeah, width and height doesn't change. If you even want to create a circle from a square, all you have to do is to click on this place and then move it further inside, and then you can now even reduce it. That is how to create a square from, I mean, a rectangle from a square. And you will notice that the corner radius of the square has changed. Let me show you that it changed. When you actually import a square here, there's no corner radius. But ideally, there's nothing with a sharp edge in the world. Every element, every object has like a radius, like a roundness at the edge, even if it's tiny. Only a knife has a sharp edge, as my tutor taught me. So these are the corner radius of 75. You can even give it 100. It will still look the same anyway. Right. Like it will still look like a perfect circle. You can also even bring it out and it will give you your square back. You notice that it actually went from a square to a circle to a square. Okay, so you see that the corner radius is 20. So maybe let's give it a 0. And you can also, to increase, to scale without using this scale here, you can actually just lock aspect ratio. Let's say you want to make this 300. You want to increase the shape of a perfect shape, because all shapes are not all shapes are perfect, but like basic shapes like triangle, like square and circle. Yeah, they have like the ones with equal width and height. You can just lock the aspect ratio here because they're the same size, and then maybe just increase any, whether the height. You can do this. You see that it increased to 390. So this is saying that this is like almost times 4, because this 390 anyway. Because this is 100 and then this is 390, and I'm like, how? But we believe, right? Yeah, just had to check if the stream was still on. And then the next thing, yeah, so when you lock aspect ratio, you can even lock aspect ratio for something that doesn't have like the exact same size. Maybe you want the height to increase as the width is increasing. You can lock the aspect ratio, increase the height to 200. You see that the width also increased to 1000. This is where I duplicated from. So to duplicate, you have to do Control D and then it will drag. When you check your layers panel, you'll be able to see that it has duplicated. See? So, yep. What's next? The next shape is next thing is a line. Scale and aspect ratio, are they the same thing? Like, do they have the same functions? The thing about aspect ratio is that it works with shapes, icons, frames, but for scale, you can also scale a text. You can scale anything. So scale has more functions, or like functions with more elements. I think you can increase a button. You can let me try to open something else to explain that. Um Bum, 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 bum.
Um,
Yeah, I'm coming.
sorry,
Yeah.
can I say something?
Yes.
Okay, can someone else join this call?
Yeah. Anybody.
Okay, let me ask Bricks.
Anybody can join. Okay. So to scale, this is a login screen, or let me remove this frame that is inside. If I want to scale now, all I have to do is to just set this to scale, and then I can scale. You see that everything increased without spoiling the shape of anyone. You see, so it's not like anyone was bending Let me try to uh yeah, that's how it works. I mean, that's how scaling works. So for line, this is the symbol. So you know that you can just drag and then do with it what you want to do. Yeah, a beautiful line. I think you can use it for wireframing, for sketch, if it works, for illustrations. And then this is an arrow. You can just drag also. Yeah, and I think you can edit the properties here. Can increase the weights here. So you see that it looks like bigger. Even the line, yeah, it's editable. Can see if I increase this from 1 to 20, you see that the line becomes more pronounced, Abby. If I see the properties panel here. Okay, has no height, only weight of the stroke. Only the weight of the stroke. Um. Okay, so that's how to scale. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to be. So the next one is an ellipse. That's also called like a circle. So remember when I was saying that a circle is a perfect shape that's equal width and height. So you can lock aspect ratio to increase the circle size to what you want, or I can just do another, or let me just leave it here. To import, I said to import, so like to put it on your screen, once this cursor appears, just tap on your mouse, on your keyboard, your laptop, and then you see this with this thing around it. So you can also scale. So you can click on scale and then drag like this, like if you're not looking at aspect ratio, right? Or you can do shifts. You can long press on shift and the left side of your keyboard. Actually, I can't. Let me return this to move and import. I say import. You keep saying import and add another circle, and then long press on shift and the left um the left yeah, left click on your mouse. And I dropped it too soon or something. Yeah, shift, left click. Yeah, so you can increase that way also. Now to form a semicircle, which is really cute. So I'm increasing the size so that you can see it well. Let me reduce this a little. Hmm. Okay, let's just come back here. So you see this thing when you put your cursor on this side, or I think it's just that side, it will say something like arc, right? So sorry, I'm trying to split it open. Yeah. So that's Control Z that I clicked so that we can go back. I'm just going to click on this arc here and sweep, 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 sweep. Okay, that's minus 50% now. The sweep is at minus 50%, so that's a perfect hemisphere. Or what's it called? It's semicircle. Yeah, so another thing you can do is to do something like this. Cool, right? So let's say you want to make a loader button. That's Control Z that I did. So let me just duplicate so that I can be able to do this thing well. So let me finish the sweep. Perfect. And then think you can turn it actually. You can turn it. You can even turn it like this. Yeah, any which way that works. When you put your cursor at the edge of this and then it shows like this bending thing, then you can turn the elements you want to turn anyhow you want to turn it. So let's make it look like it's falling down because I can't. And then I'm just going to click on this arc here. Um, yeah, so I want to make a loader button. So I'll click on the arc and sorry, click on the arc a little, like open it a little, then come to this middle here and then just drag it like this. So I'm going to make it look like the button is loading. And then the beautiful thing about this is you can change the color and make it look like, oh yes, loading. So you can give it the feel that you want. And I think I want to show you one more thing. So let me press Ctrl D on this. There should be another ellipse inside. So let's give these two different colors. So this one, I'll give you red. And then, there's another one there. So I'm just going to give it like a blue. So let's say you're doing like a pie chart. You can just do it in Figma, literally. So that we have learned. So onto polygon. A polygon is a shape with at least three sides, Abby. Yeah, mathematics. So first I'm going to put, let me remove this. We have to group that for both of them to work, but at least you know how to create the other dashboard that I used to see now. You can have how to do it. So this is a polygon and it's a triangle because that's three sides. And I wonder if all shapes are not even, let's not go there. I know mathematics. So this is a triangle. It has three sides. Four sides will give you like a, is it tetragon? Yeah, it's a square, but like it's the same size with a square. Just trying to remember the name. It will come to me. Let me just, check my Gemini or polygon with four sides called a quadrilateral. I didn't even see it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I didn't even see it before I remembered. So this is 5. This is a pentagon. And then 6 should be hexagon. Heptagon, that's 7. Octagon rather. Sorry. I mistakenly pressed backspace when my stuff was there. So maybe when these 4 things are here and you don't know and you press backspace, it will actually disappear. So you can be very careful about that. In 9 is nonagon and 10 is decagon. I know maths, by the way. So let's go back to, so you can come to this. You see, I was just creating magic. I wasn't explaining at that point. So this is a polygon, it has 3 sides. So when you come to this appearance, this place that says count, you can actually change the number. You can change it to 4. You can press backspace again. You can change it to 4, you can change it to 5, you can change it to 6, you can change it to 6. Ah, why am I pressing backspace? You can change it to 7. Yeah, so let's leave it at 7 and then let's come back to our triangle. Another beautiful thing is that you can also edit the corner radius and give it like a corner radius of 2. It depends on the kind of project you're working on. You can change the color from by pressing this fill here. Maybe just give it what you want. Yeah. And another thing you can do is to, thank you, Holy Spirit. What's another thing you can do to this shape? You can add effects. You can add stroke. Stroke is like adding color to the border. Yeah, this. So it adds like a stroke around it. You see this black thing. You can even change the color of your stroke to maybe pink. Let's do something like this. Yes. And you can change where the stroke is. You can put it outside. Outside. Notice the difference inside, center. This one is on center. This one is outside. You can even increase the weight of the stroke as long as many as you want. Then you can add effects. It has like a drop shadow. You notice that there's like a shadowy thing, like a shadow at the back. You can edit the shadow, can blur it and give it a blur of 0. See, you see that your shadow is now you're showing well. You can even increase the shadow to like 9. You see that it looks like it's glowing. So anyhow you want to give your shadow effect. Next up is a star. So even star, you can increase the count of a star or reduce it. It usually comes with this like 5-star. So you can say 3 is a star with 3 pointy thing it looks like. Then the next one is a 4. I wanted to actually press 4. So it looks like mm, that twinkle twinkle. Yeah. Then 5, the one that they give us when you press it there. Then 6, can increase it to 10. Let's see how 10 looks like. Yeah, like this. You can change the color. You can add a stroke by clicking on add here. You can add a stroke here. You can change the color of the stroke. You can increase the weight of the stroke. You can change the color of the stroke to pink. Yeah. So the next one is okay. So let's try to import a video, an image. I would show you how to do that in another lesson. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to add like a practice stuff in the description so you can take it out and practice with it how to create shapes from scratch. Yes, see you in another video. Thank you. Okay, we have a question. Can you teach how to make a moon? How does a moon look like? Feels like I've actually made a moon before, but and I'm trying to. Okay, let's do that. Let me. Let me see how a moon looks like, then see how I can manipulate it. That's the beauty of doing Figma. Okay, so let's start with a circle. This is challenging, by the way. Let's start with the second one. I think I'm going to do this. The open it works for some reasons. Open it works. Okay. Okay, so let me do this. Uh, 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 I'm trying to use this like okay, let me explain so that when I finally get it. Okay, so we had our I'm just doing control D till we get back to the hemisphere. So the hemisphere was already looking like it was about to fall down. Let me turn it a little so that it looks like a moon, like a proper moon. And then I'm just going to do this. Sorry. I'm just going to click on this ratio thing and bring it outside to look like this thing. Yeah. So next I'm going to I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to double click on this thing to show this touch point thing. So I'm trying to like bring this side inside. Um, challenging, man. This is challenging. Okay. So I'm going to do this like this. So all I need right now is to get this inside. It needs to get inside. Oh. Really needs to get inside. Okay, okay. That's Control Z because I must get this thing. Okay. So what I did was I just dragged this one to this side so that this place can look like a bit straight. Then I'm just going to do that for this one too, so that it can look like this. It sort of looks like a moon, right? Sorta. Let me see. I'm going to cancel this so that I can add this back. I want to like reduce the height. So I want to reduce it to 200. That didn't work. Maybe reduce this to 300. That was a lot. Control Z. So maybe let's see 400. Doesn't look like a perfect moon, sha, but I hope he can try. I hope we tried. Let me see. Did I try? Did I try? Okay, I think this can go in a little. I think I tried. I think. I think I tried. Oh, I think I tried. I'm trying to like close that thing up because they were crossing each other like here too. Okay, just gonna bring this here, bring this here. Okay. I'm trying to increase the fatness. That's the ratio that was here. I think I can do this manually. I can't. What do you mean I can't? Let me give this a corner radius of 2. That didn't work either. I think this I have tried. I have tried. Did I not try? Wow, are you saying that I did not try? Let me see. Maybe we can try something with this one too. Okay. Let me check. She's not on the call again. So maybe I did not
I'm
try.
on. I'm on the call. You're still recording at the call, so I said I should not send.
Yeah, but like they know that you're on the call, so it's
You tried,
fine. Like
just that the arc in between is not.
yes,
That's
it's
just.
perfect.
But we are getting there now.
Yeah, I'm still
Mm.
learning how to work with the pencil, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to destroy it. So I'm just going to do my Control Z and go back to the new one that I'm trying to make, which is this one. Uh, Double click. Maybe draw this one instead. And draw this one instead. Then choose this one. Choose. How does this even work? Maybe I'll just find maybe a video to watch on it later. But yeah, I think when I get it, I'm going to do another video.
All right.
Generating, I'll be creating moon. Yeah. So thank you so much for asking questions that, made me challenged. It challenged me. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye.
Omo, sorry. I feel so bad.